live. After all this, I hope it's working. Not sure how to tell if anyone's watching. Oh, did I just get? Oh, did I just get? Oh, yeah. Did I just get? Oh, yeah. I checked on the stream page and got into a feedback loop. Whoops. Okay. Okay, well, I will just get on with it, and whether or not people are watching now, they can always watch later. So, but if there is anyone watching, say hi in the chat so I know that you're there. So, this is mostly because I wanted to do the song swap for Twitch streamers, and so I'm doing a stream so that I qualify as a Twitch streamer. It's nice to kind of try something new. I've got some YouTube videos and I've done some Zoom concerts, but this is a little bit slightly different kind of playing live. It's gonna be mostly originals. Maybe I'll pull out a public domain or two because I read the terms and conditions about using copyrighted material, so I'm playing it safe. Well, I feel like I ought to play the songs I'm considering doing for the song swap. So if whoever ends up covering me can see my version before they do the cover. Alright, so yeah, this is one of the songs I think I'm going to submit to the swap, and it's called Fireflies. Summer twilight growing dim as the sun begins to fall. In the hedges sparks the glim of an insect meeting call that rewards the sharpest eyes with the gleam of fireflies, with the gleam of fireflies. Children laughing as they run, hear the tramp of see anything in the chat, so if nobody's watching live, I'm just going to pick whatever I like. If somebody does come in live, you know, I will potentially take requests. Though again, I'm focusing on either my originals or public domain. Alright, so this is, I guess I can't say it's about insects, because snails are arthropods, but it's about another tiny garden critter. But maybe a cheerier one this time. To battle we will go, to face a deadly foe. Our stalwart lads will never flinch nor quail. Together we will fight, each yeoman and each knight, and grapple with the forces of the snails. Fight the snails, fight the snails, determined that our courage shall prevail. Unto the breach we go, to defeat the mollusk foe, and do heroic battle with the snails. Despoilers of our plants, maybe if it's mites or ants, or moles or voles or hares with fluffy tails. But the scourge that is the worst is when gardeners are cursed with fighting an escargatoire of snails. Fight the snails, fight the snails, determined that our courage shall prevail. Into the breach we go, to defeat the mollusk foe, and do heroic battle with the snails. Our foe is slow of speed, so to catch them all we need is to follow where they leave their slimy trails. When we face the gastropod, we will pray unto our God to grant us victory against the snails. Fight the snails, fight the snails, determined that our courage shall prevail. Unto the breach we go, to defeat the mollusk foe, and do heroic battle with the snails. We vow we shall not rest till we've beaten back this pest, no matter if we live to tell the tale. Until our final breath, defend our gardens to the death against the depredations of the snails. Fight the snails, fight the snails, determined that our courage shall prevail. Unto the breach we go, to defeat the mollusk foe, and do heroic battle with the snails. It's fun having the djembe in there. Might go do another djembe song. Ooh, I should do the other one that I want to do for the song swap. I generally do a cappella with the djembe, so. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the sea king's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. Under the moon you may see her, colder than snow and paler, weaving her spell from the ocean swell, hunting a hapless sailor. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the sea king's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. Once you have heard, it will draw you, fill you with awe and wonder. Salt of her kiss is a moment's bliss, then she will draw you under. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the sea king's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. How do I know, you may ask me, how can I name this terror? Once I drew near when her song called clear, that was my fatal error. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the sea king's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. I ran away from the seashore, so she might never find me. Under the sound of my footsteps pound, laughter rang out behind me. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the Sea King's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. Though I escaped from her clutches, thinking myself so clever, like a fish on a hook, my poor heart she took. Now I am hers forever. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the Sea King's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. Oh, beware of the voice that will call you, flee from the Sea King's daughter. When her song has you bound, you will surely be drowned. Don't you go down to the water. Yeah, that was one of my new FOM songs. That's one I really like. But the very most recent song I wrote, I believe, would be the one I did for Shakespeare's birthday party. So, last year, at the same event, I did Ophelia to the tune of Cecilia, which I won't do because I don't want to open the can of worms about using Simon and Garfunkel's music and whether this qualifies as fair use. But I will do the newer one because it's a 12-bar blues. I think that's basically public domain, even if a lot of them sound very similar. Alright. When your mom has wed your uncle and he may have murdered dad. When you kill your girlfriend's father and it drives the poor girl mad. When you think to be or not to be, you don't know which one to choose. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. When the king comes for a visit and you stab him in the night. When a dead man's at your banquet and it gives you quite the fright. When you rely on prophecies that witches cooked up in their brews. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. When your family and your lovers seem to want each other dead. When one of you gets banished when you've only just been wed. When it takes a double suicide to bring the conflict to a truce. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. When you depend on flatterers to keep you when you're old. When your daughters turn against you and you run out in the cold. When you wander in a storm without your clothes on and your wits you lose. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. Well, you might have your troubles and you think your life is hard. But you might have it worse if you were written by the bard. When you kill off your nephews just to pave your way to power. When you find out your sons were in that pie you just devoured. When you step into the Senate and they greet you with a knife. When the Romans take your kingdom and a snake bite takes your life. When you kill your wife for cheating and discover she was falsely accused. You know you've got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. You know you got the Shakespearean tragedy blues. Yeah, that was a fun one. And, happy birthday, Shakespeare. Well, belatedly, but I did perform this on his actual birthday. Alright, let's see. What else do I want to do? I want to go for at least half an hour, maybe 45 minutes if I kind of get on a roll. Okay, I guess this one's kind of a cold weather song, but I think we're still at the point where we're still kind of like, come on, summer, come on, come on. You can do it. Wait, what is that chord again? Sorry. Okay. Okay. I should have practiced more of these, but I figure this is a pretty casual setting. I wanna be at a beach somewhere, missing work, but I don't care. Tropical breeze blowing through my hair. I want to get away. Picture a warm sunny day in a house by the ocean. No winter coat, just a swimsuit and my suntan lotion. Smell the plumeria as they bloom, filling the air with their perfume. No longer trapped in a dusty room. I want to get away. I'll put a little umbrella in my pina colada. Lie on my back in the sand and don't worry about nada. Stuck in the region of snow and ice. Gee, a vacation sure sounds nice. Someday I'll make it to paradise. I want to get away. Yeah, I want to get away. Yeah, I want to get away. Let's do another funny one. I feel like if I'm trying to give a representative sample of my song, there's got to be several funny ones in there. Yeah, this is a nice recent one. And this is based on, so there's an AI researcher called Janelle Shane who actually did have AIs try to generate messages for conversation hearts. They were not wholly successful, but from a certain point of view. Anyway, that's where I wrote the song. Computers can be funny things. We think of them as smart, but try and make an algorithm write a candy heart. You'll get a few like love bun that might pass a Turing test, and lots of nonsense like the rants of one possessed. Their hearts say mouthy hamster or put shuffle in parens. I prefer to see their answers through a different lens. Their output is peculiar, but it's certainly not bland. And maybe we're the ones who need to learn to understand. AIs might... Sorry, wrong sense of quote. AIs might say T-Rex to mean you go, girl. Could be that biohazard means be true. Wicked, eat a tree might be how they say email me. And maybe ants can stay means I love you. And maybe ants can stay means I love you. We ask them for sweet nothings and get beans and okay bro, but maybe they're just speaking in a language we don't know, expressing their affection and hear the only voice they've got, where it comes out as stack bear, or no blinking, or how caught. AIs might say horse loop for friends forever. I'm yours might be God bless you undead crew. Love 2000 hogs, yay, might be AI speak for best day. And maybe lying whale means I love you. And maybe flying whale means I love you. You might think it eccentric that I find these sayings sweet, but who can fathom what my cause wants hard to skip a beat? So when I'm feeling lonely looking for a Valentine, I'll tell my laptop woof hoof hoof and hope it hears be mine. AIs might say mild feel to mean my hero. Could be all hail the chicken means I do. Hot stuff my body is, you know what, that one's fine as is. And maybe kitten band means I love you. And maybe candy hole means I love you. And maybe super bear means I love you. Oh yay, hi Matricula! Yeah, I just kind of been sitting here playing whatever songs seemed fun. Can potentially take requests. Mostly I've just been kind of trying to sort of put out a representative sample if people from the Song Swap are gonna watch this and sort of try to get an idea of me as a songwriter. So to satisfy my guitar teacher, I do have to do at least one on guitar, I think. So yeah, Danielle, if you're watching this now or later, hi. This is another FOM song. Oh yeah, I have to capo on this one. Yeah, it's another FOM song, and it's probably staying up too late working on FOM songs, and decided that it would be only appropriate to write a lullaby. Yeah, so I think like maybe most of the songs I've written came out of FOM just because I've done it, what, 4 years now, which comes out to like 56 songs? I'll have to check my math on that later, but yeah, I got a lot of songs into FOM. Darkness falls, slumber calls. Turn out the lights and breathe slowly. there. I've done at least one on guitar now. Oh, actually I should do this one on guitar too. Orient Express, which I'm very proud of because I feel like it might be the first song a lot of Pilkers know me for, because I entered it in the song contest at my first concertino in 2018. And won the song contest, by the way. Theme was clues. And usual warning, if you don't want spoilers for Murder on the Orient Express, look away now. But also, it's been 88 years. I think the statute of limitations is up. He got on board at Istanbul that fateful winter's day, hoping for a peaceful journey and one without delay. So what a shock to waken from a night of little rest, to hear there'd been a murder on the Orient Express. A dozen shifty passengers and contradicting clues. It's tricky to determine just whom we should accuse. Before this journey's over, we'll get someone to confess that they committed murder on the Orient Express. A half-burnt piece of paper gives Poirot vital name and leads him one step closer to concluding who's to blame. Poor Daisy's senseless killing and her family's distress were motive for the murder on the Orient Express. A dozen shifty passengers and contradicting clues. It's tricky to determine just whom we should accuse. Before this journey's over, we'll get someone to confess that they committed murder on the Orient Express. The suspects all have secrets and aren't all whom they claim. Mr. Hardman's a detective and the Countess changed her name. And Mary knows the Colonel. Oh, how are we to guess which one might be the killer on the Orient Express? A dozen shifty passengers and contradicting clues. It's tricky to determine just whom we should accuse. Before this journey's over, we'll get someone to confess that they committed murder on the Orient Express. Now one by one deductions have discounted every clue. The kimono's a red herring and the handkerchief is too. It seems a baffling mystery till the Belgian cries success. I've puzzled out the murder on the Orient Express. You don't want spoilers? Look away now. A dozen clever passengers colluding as a team. An almost perfect murder till Poirot exposed their scheme. The way the killing happened was impossible unless they all committed murder on the Orient Express. So here's to Aggie Christie, one and only queen of crime, who's given us a classic that has stood the test of time. She set us up a puzzle like a fiendish game of chess, and dared us solve the murder on the Orient Express. That's another fun one to sing. Yeah, I'll keep going a little longer. I got some more songs here. Can't do my whole catalog, but... Ooh, since I know that there are a couple of other people still who have songs complaining about fake pockets, I will throw that one in next. Pockets. I want pockets. Pockets. I want pockets. Oh, why is it you suppose that so many women's clothes have no pockets? It's like fashion has agreed that we ladies have no need to have pockets. Don't tell me it's unsightly, don't say it wrecks the line. As long as I have somewhere for my keys, it will be fine. But the hardest thing to take is when clothing comes with fake seams for pockets. Like it's given me false hope till I put it on and nope, there's no pockets. And even when we have them, they're often sized so small, there almost isn't room to fit in anything at all. Pockets. I want pockets. Pockets. I want pockets. Yeah, that's one from back in my first film. Oh, another for the first film, another fun one. This one I'd get to air sometimes in Filk Cycles. No, where's the capo gone? Okay, I think that is the right set of chords there. You should always show respect to service workers. That's just the thing that's decent and polite. Even when your friendly waiter is an android that plugs into a charging port each night. Oh, whether someone's made of flesh or metal, it doesn't change what you have got to do. 'Cause electronic hearts still beat with feelings, and robots are people too. Oh, let's support fair wages for the Roomba, and every robot that works hard each day. Oh, sure, they may not need to feed a family, but they've still earned the right to equal pay. Oh, whether someone's made of flesh or metal, it doesn't change what you have got to do. 'Cause electronic hearts still beat with feelings, and robots are people too. From nanobots to factory machinery, embrace our robot brethren, great and small. Or otherwise they might turn into Skynet, and they'll take over and destroy us all. Oh, whether someone's made of flesh or metal, it doesn't change what you have got to do. 'Cause electronic hearts still beat with feelings, and robots are people too. Alright, yeah, I think if I go to 9:15, still got time for a few more. Well, I did the lullaby earlier, so let's go to the other end of the sleep cycle. It's a bright new Monday morning, and the sun is riding high. All the birds are sweetly singing, not a cloud is in the sky. I awake to my alarm clock. It's time to greet the day. But then I hit the snooze alarm and crawl under the covers and say, I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. Just give me 5 more minutes. I really don't wanna get up. Sleeping Beauty lies enchanted for a century's repose. She's been waiting for her true love to awake her from her doze. But when princes clear the thorn hedge and knock upon her door, she'll turn her face away from them and mumble, just 5 minutes more, I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. Just give me 10 more minutes. I really don't wanna get up. With his mortal wound, King Arthur came to Avalon the Blessed, put to sleep by an enchantress. Now he lies there still at rest. They say he'll return in triumph in time of great upset. But through plague and blitz and Brexit vote, somehow nothing has woken him yet. I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. Just give me 1 more hour. I really don't wanna get up. Dread Cthulhu, dead but dreaming, in relay lies fast asleep, while his cult is chant in secret for to raise him from the deep. One day he will rise from slumber, and then the world will quake. But we've been spared his wrath thus far, because he can't be bothered to wake. I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. Just give me till tomorrow. I really don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. I don't wanna get up. Let's try again tomorrow. I really don't wanna get up. Yeah, you can tell which of these were written during times in Farm when I was not getting enough sleep. Alright, I've done a few silly songs, but I do also want to get in some of my sort of less silly fare, especially because I don't play those as much because I do a lot of my playing in filk circles where I kind of want to go for the funny stuff and the nerdy stuff, like with robots and time travel. Yes, but this is one I have that is not those things. But, yeah, so I'll play it now. There's no map for the road that we're walking, and we're feeling our way in the dark. Yet there's light at the end of the tunnel, though it's only a small distant spark. As we search in the fog and we stumble with no such that no living thing can survive. We'll defy our own death like the phoenix and spring forth from the ashes alive. And together we'll make our own miracles. In the midst of the flames we'll abide. Hand in hand all the sinners and angels walk through the fire and out on the other side. Wade through the water and out on the other side. Walk through the darkness and out on the other side. All right. I think got time for just one more, so I'll do a quick and easy one. Funny how sometimes the easiest kind of song to write is a writer's block song. I need a new idea for a story. Need a new idea for a story. And somehow I have nothing I can use. Somehow I have nothing I can use. I really think that this would be a good time to get some helpful input from the muse. Why is it when I'm writing to a deadline is always when my muse is absentee? She's probably at a toga party somewhere when she's supposed to be inspiring me. Those Grecian gals who speak to us creatives are no-shows when we need their help the most. And if mine doesn't get her act together before tonight, my project will be toast. Why is it when I'm writing to a deadline it's always when my muse is absentee? She's probably watching Netflix with her feet up when she's supposed to be inspiring me. Of course it's just a metaphor, I know that, and really the ideas are my own. But making things would get a whole lot simpler if I could call my muse up on the phone. Why is it when I'm writing to a deadline is always when my muse is absentee? She's probably on vacation in Bermuda when she's supposed to be inspiring me. Alright, so yeah, there you go. That is my first Twitch stream. And so, you know, maybe I'll try this again from time to time. Thank you to people who showed up, Matricula, and if there's anybody else there. And I will try and get it posted up on the channel, so hopefully people who didn't see it live can see it. But yay, I'm officially a Twitch streamer now, and I will go enter the song swap. So yeah, good night, everybody.